Hey, thanks for joining us here again in studio. I'm Jonah. I'm one of the banking bros with the Money Multiplier. I've got a great video for you today. We actually were just presented with a brand new investment opportunity, and I want to walk you through it and show you just how much money we're going to make with this investment opportunity, and also let you know how it's always better to use your privatized banking policy, your infinite banking policy, to finance your investments, how you will always make more money. So the first thing I'm going to do is throw the investment opportunity up on the screen so you guys can see exactly what I'm chatting about. So let me throw it up here for you. As you can see here, it is a $100,000 capital that's needed to actually do a house flip. We've got some local friends here in town. This is in Greenville, South Carolina, where we live and reside, that are interested in flipping this house. And so as you can see, they've sent us the opportunity and we are absolutely going to take it. So they need $100,000, and you can also see that it's going to pay 15% annualized. So I actually today want to run two examples. I want to run what happens if I did this deal out of my own pocket, and what would happen if I did this deal from my banking policy. So first, let's start with doing the deal out of my own pocket. So again, they need $100,000. So I take that out of my bank account, my qualified plan, wherever I'm getting the money from, my HELOC, and I give them the money. Now, as I give them the money, they're going to pay 15%. Now, I know you can see some of the details and they're thinking they're going to close on the house a little faster, but let's run the numbers on an annual basis, 1 year basis. So if I make 15% on this deal and I give them $100,000, I'm going to leave with $15,000. That is my gross yield. Now, let's assume that I'm in a 30% tax bracket. So I'd have to pay, of that $15,000 earned, I'd have to pay 30% of that back to Uncle Sam in taxes. So 30% of 15,000 is $4,500. That leaves me with a net yield, what I'm taking home in my pockets, of $10,500. That's it. That's the end of the equation. There's nothing else I can do. Paying all those taxes, $10,500 is what I'm leaving with. However, now let's look at what happens if you do this same deal but use your banking policy. So I'll take $100,000 out of my privatized banking policy, my infinite banking policy designed for cash value use, cash flow. Take $100,000 out, I'll give it to them till they can go ahead and do their flip. Now, again, I'm going to borrow that money from my policy. So what that means is I will charge myself 10%. That means when I go to put the money back into the policy, I'm going to put $110,000 back into the policy. Not just $100,000. I'm going to put 110. Okay. So I'm going to borrow at 10%. Now, of course, I'm going to earn 15% on the deal. It's the same equation. So that means at the end of the deal, my gross yield is going to be $15,000. But wait, less interest. Keep in mind, we're going to loan this money using our policy, using promissory notes, so less interest of $10,000. That's the interest that's being charged by the bank, the private bank, when I borrowed the money. So actually, it's a taxable gain of $5,000. $5,000 is my taxable gain. Now I'll have to pay taxes on my taxable gain, right? So let's assume I'm in a 30% tax bracket. That's 30% of $5,000. Well, that's only $1,500. Does this make sense? So my net yield coming from the investment when I use my banking policy is $3,500. $3,500. But wait, not only do I have the net yield of $3,500, I also have the additional $10,000 that was paid back to the banking system because I own the bank. That's cash in my pocket of $13,500 using my banking policy. When the other example, without the banking policy, returned me a net yield of $10,500, this example is returning me $13,500. I don't know about you, but where I grew up in South Carolina, they taught me that 13 is a lot bigger than 10. And that's how, using a brand new investment opportunity that just was presented to us, we are going to make money by using our banking policy without giving up control, without taking on any additional risks, without working any harder. And that's how you can too. Thanks for joining us here for another video. Again, I'm Jonah. I'm part of the Banking Bros with the Money Multiplier. If you're interested in using your policy to fund some investment opportunities, reach out to us. At the same time, if you don't have a policy yet, reach out. We'll help you get started.